Welcome to the Toastmasters Experience. My name is Evelyn. Get inspired by today's Toastmasters Insights. Enjoy the show. And welcome to another episode of the Toastmasters Experience. And today's show is a little special. At the end of every interview, I always ask my guests one final question. What advice would you give someone who's considering joining Toastmasters? In this episode, I've pulled together the answers from 10 incredible Toastmasters. These are award-winning speakers, seasoned speaking coaches, inspiring leaders, educators, and quite a few distinguished Toastmasters. They all live and breathe communication and leadership. Together, they bring over 100 years of experience, and their advice is real, heartfelt, and seriously inspiring. So let's get into it. What advice would you give someone who's considering joining Toastmasters?
Take the first step. To understand, if you know, and I'll say it this way, the ABCs, I'll say it that way. Accept that you need help and don't feel afraid to walk through those doors. If you are feeling nervous or shy or anything like that, or you don't feel very comfortable being a speaker or a leader, Toastmasters has an ability to transform you right before your eyes when you don't even realize it. Build, which is the B, build a great group of mentors and people around you who are willing to see you succeed. And then C is challenge yourself. Don't just sit there at any meeting. Challenge yourself to be better each time you go in there. That means taking on roles. That means pushing yourselves to the limits when it comes to speaking or being a leader. And never be afraid to make mistakes, because that's what they're there for. But it all starts with that first step.
Be willing to follow their heart and be bold, to be the best version of themselves. Toastmasters is a great opportunity to allow their heart to come on stage with storytelling, connection, tribe. And it also is a great place to be brave, to develop that courage muscle, to be able to put themselves out there, whether it's taking on a role in the club or actually doing the contest or just practicing the speeches in the contest, in the club, I should say, not the contest. Like, that's a great way to be brave. And, the third piece is it's really a place of being able to be the best version of self-develop. Don't go in a Toastmasters of a getting energy. Just go in the Toastmaster energy of curiosity, of how can I just be present in each moment? And by being present in the Toastmaster experience, they'll grow so much by default.
What I would say is this: join, get your feet wet. Well, let's start all over again. First of all, find a club that you like. Shop around. There are more than 14,000 clubs worldwide. Shop around and find the right fit for you. That's the first thing. The second thing is watch, participate, and be patient. The next thing that I would say after that is don't measure yourself by anyone else's yardstick. Measure yourself by your own progress, and you will see it soon enough. And then stick around and mentor somebody else, because we were all once a brand new member of Toastmasters.
I love that.
Now, wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Oh my gosh.
The communication skills that you will receive from Toastmasters will affect every relationship that you have. The ability that you will have to listen first, think second, and speak last will change your life. Everyone wants to be heard, and if you are a person who listens first, thinks second, and speaks last, you will find that everyone will want to be around you because you are an amazing conversationalist. On the leadership side, if you are doing that work, you will meet more people And you will be considered for any number of things simply because you know how to execute things through the Toastmasters process. And it is adaptable enough, malleable enough, flexible enough to bring into almost any circumstance and make sure that you execute it all the way to its completion. And with the leadership track and the communication track in hand, the sky is the limit for what you want to accomplish for yourself.
The advice I would give would be not to expect to become a great speaker or even a good speaker in a short amount of time. Like what I said before about gym, if you want to develop your muscles and have a bodybuilding body, you can go to the gym for 18 months, but as soon as you stop going, it's going to, go back to flab. So it's the same with your speaking skills. I think make a commitment, and even if you have big breaks every now and then, or you might only go once a month, it's consistency in developing a skill that results in success.
Stop thinking about it, because you're never going to get to the right decision. You're never going to be ready. Just immediately join.
Yeah.
Do it without thought. I tell people I've never seen anyone die giving a speech. But if they did die, imagine how good the eulogy will be.
Yeah.
And that's why I say to them, I acknowledge that you are going to be nervous and scared initially, but that will disappear. It's the one thing that you can't put a tablet under your tongue or watch a TED talk and be good at it. You have to actually do it in front of a group of people that you may not know. And doing it over and over and over, it gets you settled. So stop thinking about it, just do it. And don't just do it for you, do it for other people, and get your friends to come along and get them to join, because you're giving everyone a gift. Always make sure that you keep on getting people coming along, because we're an organisation, we're a breathing thing. We need to, our food is our people. We need to get people coming through, because people come and go. We need to survive by getting new people in, and they're out there. Every year we put 100,000 18-year-olds into the marketplace. They spend all their time moving their thumbs on their phone. They need this more than ever. So just join and get others to join, and do it quickly.
Google it first.
Google it. Okay.
That's my advice. Generally, if you're lucky, there'll be maybe 4 or 5 clubs in your immediate area, depending on where you live. And if that's the case, look for the one that looks like it has a similar, say, interest to you. Obviously, there are specialty clubs. Look for something that's interesting, or look for something where the reason I joined Concord West was because I saw that they had a website. It looked like real people. Maybe they could have been masquerading as 40-year-old lawyers, but they didn't look like it. There were some people that looked like they were my own age. I saw a mixture of competence and fun, and I thought, okay, I feel like I can conquer this fear barrier. My social anxiety won't be too bad if I go to these people. So on the flip side, I would say to Toastmasters, make sure you have a nice, engaging online presence.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be all the time, but just make sure if someone's looking and they've Googled, as I've suggested, make sure it's something that they would want to go and engage with.
Okay.
So my advice is Google it.
Google it.
And the next one is don't delay.
Don't delay. Exactly.
And if you go to a club that's not so great, hopefully you'll have the presence of mind to think, maybe it was just them. I'll try again.
There's an old adage, Evelyn, that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The second best time to plant a tree is today. That's the same thing as Toastmasters. The best time to join was 20 years ago. But the second best is right now.
Yeah.
Let's get you into a meeting, No, let's get you to a Toastmaster meeting, and you're going to see some things that are going to be fantastic, and they're going to help you grow. No matter who you are and where you are in your journey, this is a terrific place to be. If not for yourself, then you can help somebody else grow.
Yeah.
And again, you're going from it's all about me to it's all about we. That's I think that's a revelation for some people. And I found that I already discovered that as a teacher. You're teaching others, you're mentoring others, but for those that haven't had that experience, wow, you're missing out.
Yeah.
You're missing out on a big part of life. So
Yeah.
get yourself over to a Toastmaster meeting and have some fun.
The advice that I would give to someone who's considering joining Toastmasters is there's great strength in being heard, being seen, and being believed. So if you're struggling in a place that you feel like people are never going to see me, people are never going to hear me, people are never going to believe me, join Toastmasters. Take that first step. It only gets easier from there.
I would tell them to give it a try. Don't be afraid. I know that a lot of surveys say that public speaking is a fear that's even greater than death in a lot of cases. But for Toastmasters, I always like to tell people, you're not marrying the organization. You can just date it for a little while. If you don't like it, you don't have to go on a follow-up date at some point, but at least give it a chance, attend a meeting, and attend multiple clubs meetings as a guest. You can always attend as a guest as often as you like. And even though the Toastmasters program is pretty much the same, most clubs have their own, what I call DNA. So the feel, the environment, how the atmosphere is perceived can be different from club to club. So if you go to one club and maybe it doesn't click, try a different club. And being online and hybrid, a lot of cases, now you have the opportunity to really experience a lot of different clubs and try them. And it doesn't hurt to try the club and to become a member. 6 months, you can try it for that $160 period. And if you don't like it, you don't renew. But at least you have a chance to try it. And if you're like me, you join, and 20 years later, you're still a member and enjoying communicating and leadership opportunities.
The best advice I would give anybody is just really go along to a meeting and actually really listen and learn, because what you gain so much from that just experience. And definitely consider joining, because you'll gain so much more out of being part of Toastmasters. There's so many opportunities, speaking and of course leadership, and I really encourage you to come along, find a meeting that's going to work for you and join up, and actually really make sure you do attend those meetings, because every meeting you attend, you gain so much from that experience.
And there you have it, 10 powerful perspectives from some truly inspiring Toastmasters. Whether you're just thinking about joining or already on your journey, I hope that their words have given you something to hold on to. Encouragement, clarity, or maybe even that little push that you needed. If this episode has resonated with you, feel free to share it with someone who might just need to hear it. Thank you so much for your company. Please tune in next time to the Toastmasters Experience.